Hey guys, this is Matt with 2 Feet Outdoors YouTube channel. Today, I'm at the Smith Point Marina on Long Island, New York, and I'm debating about heading out kayaking today. Right in front of me, in this direction, is the Smith Point Bridge. Just a few moments ago, I drove over that bridge to scope out this waterway. And I could see off in the distance certain areas that were frozen and had sections of ice floating on the surface of the water. My goal today is to paddle out to John Boyle Island. John Boyle Island is located out in the middle of Bellport Bay. And you can see right here in front of me, there's just ice all along the shoreline. I'm concerned that there's going to be too much ice to make it out to the island. Right now, the temperature is in the mid-20s Fahrenheit, and it's going to be below freezing all day. On the positive side, we have very low wind and beautiful blue skies with full sun. See, I'm looking out in the water right here, and there's a line right there where there's ice and then open water. Let's see what these birds do. These birds right here are standing on the ice. All right, let's go ahead and get this kayak set up. All right, and we're paddling. Today is a chilly day, but we have blue skies and full sun. The temperature today is going to stay below freezing the entire trip. Last I checked, a little while ago, it was like 25 degrees Fahrenheit. And my goal today is to paddle out to and explore John Boyle Island. The only issue is I noticed a lot of floating ice in the water. It seems like with this full sun, some of the ice might have diminished. If all goes as planned, we'll get out to John Boyle Island, land the kayak, and explore the island. The water is really cold, so I'm wearing a full dry suit for protection. Obviously, I'm also wearing a PFD. I have a paddle float on the deck of the kayak, also a bilge pump, and in the front and rear of the kayak, I have float bags. Another important item to have is right here. It's a little whistle. Off to the right here is a duck blind right on the end of this peninsula. But as I came around this corner, straight out in front of us, way off in the distance, that's John Boyle Island. Despite it being cold today, I'm actually, at the moment, going without gloves. I do have some neoprene gloves with me in case I need them. So to the right, where we launched, was Smith Point Marina, and way off to the left, that's the Fire Island National Seashore. Oh, and I guess I should mention, the winter solstice just passed. So this is officially my first winter kayaking of the season. And it feels so good to be out here. And so far, I have not seen another boat or anybody else out on this water today. This video, guys, is probably gonna be my last video before the new year. And I wanted to take a moment to wish you guys happy holidays and a happy new year. I hope you guys get out in nature and enjoy the world around us, because getting out here in a place like this, man, it means the world to me. It is so quiet and so peaceful. It means so much to me that you guys take time out of your lives to watch my videos, to go down into the comments and say positive things. I tell you, it's been an amazing journey for me. My channel is less than 1 year old, and I just broke 12,400 subscribers, and later today, big news, big celebration, later today, I should hit 1 million views on YouTube. That's channel wide, so between all of my videos, cumulative 1 million views. That's a big accomplishment. I'm so happy and excited, and I just want to keep making the best videos I can make for you guys to watch and enjoy. All right, so directly between us and John Boyle Island off in the distance is some ice. So yeah, this is our first bit of ice here. Ice on the right side, no ice on the left. So I'm gonna keep, oh boy. Looks like the ice is going around. You can see straight in front of us. That's all ice straight ahead of us. You can see how much it's, the sun is glistening off of it. And this is all ice. So I'm gonna work my way all the way around. It looks like there's a possibility of paddling all the way around it. I'm clearly not gonna try to bust through it. I knew we were gonna have some ice out here. So yeah, I'm just working my way around this big sheet of ice. But it looks like it's gonna be doable. And when we go to the island, we're not gonna be there that long. And the temperature today is possibly going up a couple more degrees. So I don't anticipate that it's going to freeze worse than it currently is. So we won't get like a big sheet of ice across here and not be able to get back. We should be fine. But yeah, look at this ice. You can see how much thicker it is straight ahead of us on the right. That's just a lot of slush there, guys. Look at that. All right. So yeah, now that ice is behind us, and it looks like it should be smooth sailing straight to John Boyle Island. See, there's a patch of ice to the right, and we're getting closer to the island. And there's a whole lot of ice. But it looks like it could be slushy up to a point. We're gonna see if we can get up in here, this area. Maybe I'll go around for a minute. Let me go around this buoy. It's probably a crab trap of some sort. Yeah, I'm just gonna go to what looks like the path of least resistance, and then see if we can squeeze in here. It looks even more narrow straight ahead, so yeah, let's get up there. It's gonna be a little bit of an icy exit. All right, look at all this ice right here to our right. Well, let's see. It's not that deep, so I'll probably be able to step out of the kayak and hopefully I don't bust my ass. It's not that deep, but hopefully I'll be able to step out of the kayak and get up over this ice. Just going slow because this is slippery. All right, we are on John Boyle Island. Woo! Made it through that ice, guys. That was nice. Man, look at all this ice. As far as I can see that way, it's just glistening all the way around. So when we leave, we're gonna leave on this side again. But yeah, here's the kayak. And this is the tip of John Boyle Island. So yeah, let's go explore. It really feels good to have made it here to the island. Some of that ice had me concerned. And now I'm just walking along the shoreline here. But you can see how much ice is around this area. Look at that. There's the kayak. So cool. And wow, it is so peaceful out here. I haven't seen another boat, another kayaker, nothing out here. I have it all to myself. I've said this before, but right here, where we are, is in the middle of Suffolk County. And Suffolk County, I believe, has a population of 1.5 or 1.6 million people. And I'm out here all alone, escaped from the hustle and bustle to have some beautiful, quiet time out here. There's a little bit of a marshy area here in the center of the island. Look at this, guys. I found a nice seat to relax in and get some sun. Nice spot to meditate. And simply be in the moment. And you can probably hear it. There's a helicopter off in the distance. All right, let's continue this tour. All right, I noticed this sign straight ahead. It says, "Warning, all persons are hereby warned against hunting or shooting upon or over these waters." So, no hunting allowed over here. It's really thick in the middle of the island, so right now we're just circumnavigating it. But look at this tree in front of us. That is really cool. And of course, a whole bunch of ice surrounding the island. So this tip of the island right here would be the western tip of John Boyle Island. We have a little buoy over here. No shell fishing. There's another sign up there that says no hunting. Same sign as the one we just saw. I'm gonna try to climb up this area here. See if we can get up here on the high point of the land. So yeah, let's do a 360-degree turn. This is the high point of the land. Man, you can see that we're surrounded by ice. This area up here seems like it would be really good to camp. Now let's see if we can get back through here. All right, we made it. So yeah, for the most part, just walking around the exterior of the island. Look at this pipe right here. Not sure. It's pretty interesting. To me, this is just a little hidden gem. You know, when I get out here in nature like this, and it's so quiet, I just reflect on, you know, like with the upcoming holidays and things of that sort, you know, how grateful I am to be able to come out and kayak to a place like this, backpack places that I go to, camp, hike, all that stuff. Nature, in my opinion, is the best medicine. Obviously, having loving people around you is helpful, and I'm really grateful for that. And yeah, I'm just taking it all in, and I'm just so happy to be here in this moment, right here, right now. Yeah, it's interesting because I've seen lots of broken glass on the island. Not so much sea glass, because I don't think it gets really worn over here. It's just broken glass. Here's another piece, brown. Saw some more. Let's go see what this is. Yeah. Lots of broken glass of all different colors. There's also a variety of shells. Look like a clam shell. I don't know if this is a scallop shell. I'm not an expert on shellfish. Here's a complete one. One thing that I've noticed is that there isn't a lot of trash here. There is some broken glass, like I mentioned, but not a lot of trash. I think maybe I saw one crushed up can, and that was like the only item of trash that I saw. There's a guy in a boat straight ahead, just pushing his way through the ice. See if I can get a closer shot with my other camera. But I have the kayak just about ready to launch again, and we're gonna head back towards where we launched, and I want to go check out a few spots on the way back that I think will be interesting. All right, we are back on the water. Pushing through a little bit of ice chunks here. No ice to the left, all ice to the right. Well, there's that guy to the right. I got a little ice right here in front of us. Just broke a big piece of ice. I'm not sure what he's doing. How you doing? Good. Beautiful day out here.
Right? We don't have all the jet skiers and all those clowns around, right?
Exactly.
Yeah.
What are you up to? Doing some fishing?
I'm trying to do some clamming, but I can't get to where I want to go.
Clamming? Yeah.
Work over here.
Yeah, I had to work around the ice a little bit to get over here.
Yeah. Technically, it's not open over here till January 1st, technically.
Right.
I don't know if they're going to break my stones or not.
Yeah.
But I have a lot of orders for the holidays to fill, so
Right.
I'll give it my best shot. I was out here yesterday. It was good thing I came out yesterday because it was bitter.
Yeah.
It wasn't frozen.
Yeah.
It was a whole different ballgame.
Yeah, I think because the wind is so calm, it's just freezing up.
Yeah. It is pretty thick.
It is. All right. Well, you have a good day. Yeah, I guess he's out here clamming. So I'm just paddling around this ice here, just paddling along it. That's kind of cool. All the seagulls are up there on the ice, just sitting there. You know, I always say seagulls, but I guess technically, you know, they're just around the sea or bodies of water, oceans, things of that sort, bays. So they're technically just gulls, as I've been so corrected. So yeah, look at all the gulls on the ice. You know, for a minute earlier, before I launched, there was a split second that I was second guessing coming out here today because I was a little bit nervous about the ice. And I'm really happy that I went for it. This is turning out to be a really great trip. So beautiful and so peaceful. Beautiful sunny day with bluebird skies. And off in the distance, I can see the Fire Island Visitor Center and also the pavilion for Smith Point Beach. I'll get a shot of that with my camera here in a second. All right, the gulls are starting to take off. You guys might be wondering how deep it is here, and it's not very deep. So let's see. That deep. That's not deep at all. So it's like maybe a foot, foot and a half. And there's a lot of areas out here that are just shallow. So, in my opinion, that makes it a little bit safer. I'm not going to capsize and have to tread water right here. I could just stand up easily and get back in the kayak. A little bit of ice right here. It's mostly slush. Look at that, here's a little piece right here. Just pushing this whole piece. Look at that. That's really cool. All right, so directly to the east, that's the Smith Point Bridge. And we just have some random sections of thin ice. I can hear a helicopter off in the distance. I just can't see it at the moment. Oh, he's way up in the sky. But one thing I wanted to mention, guys, there was a fisherman that was out here a winter or two ago, and his boat got stuck in the ice and he couldn't get it out and had to be rescued. So the ice out here is definitely a real threat. And you know, we're early on in the winter, so we don't have a ton of thick ice. Looks like a private helicopter. Smith Point Bridge off in the distance looks really cool from this perspective. You know, I don't know if I'm pronouncing it right, but there's a sign before you get to the Smith Point Bridge, and it says Historic Transportation, Tangier Bridge, the first wooden footbridge to Fire Island, completed in 1916 and destroyed by ice in 1927. It was replaced in 1959 by the Smith Point Bridge. The William C. Pomeroy Foundation, 2024. Also, before you pull onto the Smith Point Bridge, there's a statue of a girl, and she's wearing a lei around her neck, and it looks like she's holding up a conch shell. So I need to see what that statue is supposed to be signifying, but it's pretty cool. Vitamin D and vitamin C, SEA. So straight ahead is the Fire Island National Seashore, and there's a spot over there that we're gonna land the kayak, and I want to show you guys that it's a quick walk across the barrier island to the Atlantic Ocean. We're passing a little bit of ice, but it doesn't look too bad. Man, I'd say it looks like it's 75 yards from here to the shoreline, and it looks like we have nothing but ice here. And this area that I just went into is not nearly as thick as it gets closer to the shore. So we're gonna abort that mission. We're not gonna try to make it to the shore to check out the Atlantic Ocean on the other side. I will tell you that in a recent video, I backpacked and camped out on the Fire Island National Seashore. So in that video, you get to see plenty of the Atlantic Ocean. So that was a cool video. I camped in a rainstorm, but the following morning, the sunrise was beautiful. It was windy throughout, but I'm telling you, the sunrise was gorgeous. If you haven't seen that video, it's one of my recent ones. You got to check it out. I'll link it on the end screen at the end of this video. I don't think I mentioned that this bridge is a drawbridge. We're not going to paddle through the middle channel. I'm gonna go under the bridge before it, and then we're gonna look, make sure it's safe, and then cross the channel. One thing I noticed is that the Smith Point Pier, way off to the right, you can kind of see a crane. It looks like they're renovating the pier. So that's something new. Kind of cool. All right, I don't see any boats coming, so we're just cutting straight across the channel here in the middle. Surprisingly, a lot of ice through the middle there. We made it straight through, no problem, and there's a lot of ice over here. I need to avoid it a little bit, but I think we can just keep paddling, go beyond it, except I'm getting pulled into it with the currents. And then we're gonna go back through. Wow, that sun is bright. Chunk of ice. Oh, I almost forgot. Straight ahead of us, off in the distance, is a duck blind. I wanted to check it out because I was like, it's like a floating duck blind, so it's its own little island in a sense. And I thought to myself, what a cool place to camp. I'm always having camping on my mind, as you guys know. We have 3 swans swimming right in front of us. I'm not sure which side you enter the duck blind in. Not this side. I don't know if it's floating or if it's just sitting in the shallow water. Oh, you know what? It's toppled over. This is the bottom. Holy cow. These are the floats. That's the bottom. It totally flipped back. I bet where you would enter it is on the top right now. Holy cow. All right, guys. So I want to thank you guys for watching 2 Feet Outdoors YouTube channel. I hope you guys have an amazing holiday, an incredible new year, and this is probably my last video until after the new year. So I want to thank you guys for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. Thank you for an amazing year. It's been awesome, and we'll see you guys on the next one. Oh boy. I take that back. There's ice there. I can actually see right over here where we can get past it. And we're just gonna pull up to the shoreline here. All right, guys, thank you, and we'll see you on the next one.